Guys, we are going into another Magic the Gathering deck thingy here. This time we are featuring a red, just red deck here with the commander, as you might know. I'm coming for him. I should really prepare a little bit better on these things. I should also just put him his thing in another colored sleeve so I can find him a lot easier. But here we are looking for the one, the only, as can be purchased inside of a deck of a commander thing. His name is... He's got to be literally the last guy I pull out. Nope, not entirely. But it is Krenko, Tin Street Kingpin. And I also kind of like this art in place of some other ones as I'm looking here. This one actually is pretty cool looking. So if you do not know what Tin Street Kingpin already does, if I can get a good lighting on this thing, is whenever he attacks, you put a 1/1 counter on him, and then you create a number of 1/1 red goblin creature tokens to his power. Now my thing with this guy is using him completely, because with Krenko, there's a lot of abilities and powers you can use on him. Okay, so let me just go over a few things. I got a lot of goblins in here, lots of giants. I do also have this chaos channeler. It's kind of a cool effect. Sorry, I keep thinking it's inverse, but it's it is. I mean, it is inverse. That's why. But it's like a 1d20. You get to roll a d20, and depending on your roll, you get to do different things. But basically, just lots of instants and little sorceries and things like that. We got gremlins and goblins. Actually, this guy's pretty dope. So, Blistering Gremlin, just 1 mana, tap him, deals 1 damage to each opponent. Pretty nice. Sleeper Dart, artifacts to help creatures not attack. One of the greatest cards I do have in here is the Mithril Coat. This is a legendary artifact equipment with flash and indestructible. Inversed. When it enters the battlefield, attach it to target legendary creature you control, and they have indestructible. Pairing that up with my commander basically means I can get any number of stinking goblins that I wish. Also, creatures like this Chain Whip Cyclops that can make other creatures not block is pretty gosh darn darndy, because if anyone can kill my Krenko, even though he is cheap, makes it a lot harder for me to win. Also have Acts of Treason, taking control of other creatures. I have other such abilities. I'm kind of saving the bigger ones for later. I kind of just want to do this. But we have Goblin Rally as well. I mean, I keep going I'm going over there. But it's right here. Create 1/1 red goblin creatures. So it's creating a goblins deck. We got, not bad, goblin related spells. We got Tin Street. This is his little bro, I guess. Tin Street Dodger, not Tin Street Kingpin. This guy is haste, and he can't be blocked by anyone unless with defender, so that's pretty nice. We got ogres, we got lands, we got goblin shamas, we've got everything. We got little pirate guys with menace goblins still. We got goblin soldiers from the stinking, oh my goodness, Lord of the Rings. Is this what we're calling it? Yes, because it's Grishnak. I'm sorry if I got that wrong, but Brash Investigator. Pretty dope. We got other goblins. We got little shocks from older thingies. Older sets. That's the word. Okay, target creature you control does damage to another target creature, kind of things like that. We got ogres, goblins, like all the things. Dealing 1 damage to each opponent my creatures control. Enemy control, sorry. Goblin pirates. Let's see. Yep, this guy. First strike. Just trying to find anything that is good. We have Troll Olog Eye Crusher, another Lord of the Rings. I was about to say something else, but can't block unless I have a goblin or an orc, which kind of sucks. But Seismic Strike, if you know what that does. We have Vile Dragonfire, just deals damage. We have Rush the Room, gives a goblin +1 in first strike. We got some cool little lands. I mean, this is probably not that cool anymore, but still pretty nice, pretty all right. Let's see here. We got other little goblins, Rummaging Goblin. We got the Two-Headed Hunter, Giant, Menace, things like that. Ooh, we got this little guy, this little goblin. I kind of like him. Whenever he gets blocked, he deals 1 damage to attack target creature blocking it. Just like the art style as well. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Goblin Javelineer. We got, oh, of course, we got Staff of Flame Magnus to give us health. Let's go. We got Witcher's Eye, which allows me to scry 1 on equipped creatures. We've got Punish the Enemy, deal 3 damage to target player and creature. We got this bad boy. Oh, Fire Thing. Whoa, nice. We got other goblins. We got Taking Control. Sorry, I'm kind of rushing through. Ooh, okay. We're getting there. We're getting to the most important stuff. We got some goblins that give you tokens when they die. Goblin Assault Team, if you know what I'm talking about. So basically, as you can see, this is full of cheap creatures. I think that the most expensive creatures I have are like 5 mana. But other than that, they're less than that. And they're all little goblins. Lots of them can suicide, which is kind of sad. But, I mean, most of them are pretty good. We also have a lot of enchantments in here that can give my creatures bonuses. That's really smart. We have this Spear Spewer. Every turn I can just do damage to both of us. And if I'm able to, as this deck is 4, and damage the enemy fast, then it makes everything easier. Yes, so like Fearsome Temper and Maniacal Rage, basically giving my creatures plus bonuses, which with them being so cheap is really nice with Krenko, making him almost indestructible at the end because they can't kill him. But anyways, just a quick thing. Got some goblin tokens here if they're any interest to you. That one's pretty cool. If the quality... Whoa, that one's kind of weird. It's like it's moving inside or something, I feel like. Whoa. Yeah, just those ones. Woo. The quality might be a little bit down. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, we also got Briber's Purse. This one allows me to enters the battlefield X jammer counters on it, and they can't attack or block. So as long as I can pay a lot of mana, with this deck is pretty possible due to the low costing creatures and the high amount of mountains. So that's kind of nice. We also got 2 important spells. We have Paragon of Fierce Defiance. Every red creature gets a +1/+1. That is very important. So all my goblins can have +2/+2. And then I also have, as like needed, I mean, Vanquisher's Banner. Boom, creature type. Goblin gets +1 and +1, and then I draw a card every time I do the chosen creature type. Now here's another one. It's called Raid Bombardment. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, Raid Bombardment does 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that the creature is attacking. Now, if I had about, let's say, even 5 or 10 goblins on the field, which I can get in about 4 to 5 turns with this guy, which I can get by round 3, so about 8 turns. I know it's like, whoa, that's kind of a lot, but at the same time, it can be really fast if I have enchanting spells or these spells that can just go, and I can just really fast annihilate my opponent in a matter of turns, like 1-digit turns is what I'm saying. So, real quick, just before we end here, just want to say I googled, or that's just the word, searched up the deck for Krenko as per edhrec.com. Just trying to find anything that is of relevance and the same. We do have the banner that gives the +1/+1. We do have other goblin types. Nothing that I can see as the same as yet. Because this is, of course, I am lacking a lot of cards that I could possibly put into this thing. And new cards as well from new sets. And even older cards from old sets that would be really nice. Let's see here. Because they have a lot more legendary creatures than I do. This one probably only has a few. But one of them, I should say, is a Goblin Ringleader. I do have that one. If you do not know what that one is, let me find it real quick. I can also detail what it does. This is a creature with haste. Oh, found it. And then when Goblin Ringleader enters the battlefield, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all Goblin cards revealed this way into your hand, and put the rest at the bottom of your library. That one is also in here. There's also some other old decks. Some legendary creatures included in this is Goro, Disciple of Rusai. Creatures you control gain haste until end of turn, and then you can create 5/5 red dragon spirits. Muxus Goblin Grandee is when he enters the battlefield, reveal the top 6 cards of your library, and then put all goblin creatures with converted mana 5 or less onto the battlefield and the rest of the bottom of your library. So that one's kind of nice. Anything else here? Just looking for anything else I have as well. So this one does have a lot of other legendary creatures. It has also simple creatures that would really help, like Goblin Instigator, which gives you another 1/1 Goblin every time it enters the battlefield. So, Torch Courier, I also have that one. Oh, wow, it's right there. Torch Courier, haste, and then you can sacrifice it and give another target creature haste until end of turn. So that one's also pretty nice. Little cheap creatures here. Just trying to look at anything else real quick. Goblin Crater Maker. I probably won't find this one as fast, so we're just going to do it here. It basically has two options, if you might have seen before. One of the options is to deal damage to a target creature, or to destroy target colorless non-land permanent. So there's that guy. Let me see. I know I have him in here somewhere, but I'll keep searching as I search for other things. Oh, there's a really cool looking Goblin Lackey creature. Whenever a Goblin Lackey does damage to a player, you may put a Goblin from a permanent card onto the battlefield. Okay, while I'm searching for the next card that is popped up, I will also look for the other one. So, the Crater Maker is this card, the one that has the two options. This one's also in the deck. Nice. And then there is the Rummaging Goblin. This is an older card, as for me. This is like one of the first ones I got. Basically, you're just able to discard a card and draw a card. Here we go. Let's see if there's anything else real quick. We got Lightning Bolts. We have Shock. We have other things like that. Those ones are pretty easy to put into your deck. Infuriate. If you've ever seen Infuriate before, I know I have it. It might not be necessarily in this deck because I only have a few. But it's a card that gives 3/2 until end of turn, which is pretty nice for my creature. If I can put that really quick on my commander, he can automatically get +3 goblins onto the battlefield. And since it is an instant, it allows me to also protect my creature. Monster. Let us go. Keep going. Fling. Oh, I'd have Fling. I have a different card of this, though. Let's see if I can find him real quick. I know I have him over here. He's probably on this side, actually. I like this little guy. Honestly, any card that also has the picture of a goblin on it, I'm like, oh, I'm going to use him. Whee, sounds good. And let's see. Where are you? You have like a purple hat on or something. I think it's pink, actually. Pink. Oh, there you are. It's not a hat. I don't even know what it is. This is called Fling. As additional cost to the spell, sacrifice a creature. 1/1 token, not a big deal. Deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to any target. So it also could kind of suck. Let us see. All right. I think that might be about all. So we shall end it pretty soon. There's also other cards related to Krenko. Krenko's Command, for example. 2/1 red goblin creatures. There's also guess I'm just looking here. There's a lot of cards that they put in here as suggestions as well, because I've probably already gone over 100. Oh, Goblin Rally, the one with the 4/1/1 red goblins, is there as well. We're also into the artifacts now, so let's see if there's any artifacts that are of the same. Oh, Mithril's Coat is in there. So that is smart. Let's see. Vanquisher's Banner is also in there. There's another banner. It was called the Patchcoat Banner. That's also very similar to that one. So that one is also good. And let's see here. Nothing else. That is all. Enchantments. Oh, it's in enchantments now. No, we're just probably going to skim over these just to see if there's anything important. Don't want to bore. Oh, and then lands. Yes, lands. Just any lands you can get, right? But that's just my deck. I've actually been able to Wes Universe, go to his channel. But I've been able to beat that boy plenty of times with this deck, which, as a younger brother, some of you might be like, that's impossible. And trust me, it has been pretty hard. But I have been able to do it with this deck because it is fast-paced and it really gets into the action, which, if you're looking for that, is a dope combination. So Krenko, the 10th Street Kingpin. Pretty sure.